Hey y'all, it's me. I am finished for the day. Oh, almost. I've got to water plants on the porch and water these plants out here on this porch. You can see them over here behind me. These are the first run of, let me see, cosmos and the first run of sunflowers. So those I have out here, they're hardening off. I put them out in the yard for a few hours, and each day I'll just stretch that few hours out to another hour or two and stick them back on the porch. It's warm enough right now at night that I'm going to leave them outside tonight on the porch. It's going to be 58, and there's a couple of nights coming up that will be, one night will be like 38 and one night will be like 40. So I'll take them in, put them on the dining room table, not to stress them too much, but yeah, they're coming along. Everything is coming along. Let me show you what's going on out here. So you got all of the posts are up. I'll show you from this side. I think I showed you once from the other side. And so all of the posts are up. I got a hook, or I got two hooks to go right here because that's where I'm going to hang my my wind chimes. I love my wind chimes, and I love the sound they make, and I think they'll be just lovely right there. And these, remember me telling you about the shelves? These are the shelves that will be put. Let me see, I'm not sure I can do this with one hand. I'm not even going to try. But anyway, they'll be put along down here. One about 18 inches. And then one probably about 36 or 40 inches. And the same thing over there on that side. So altogether there will be room for 16 of these buckets. And the buckets go down in these holes about halfway, and see, then they'll be leaning like this, not quite that much, probably about 15 degrees is what we decided, so that when we cut plants they'll just be slightly tilted in so that they'll just be beautiful. And people that come for the Flowers with Friends event will have nothing on this porch except just a table in the middle with a tablecloth on it, and over here this tiny little table that everything's sitting on, that will be painted, and I'll have a pitcher of tea out here and some glasses, and we'll just sit out here and build bouquets. I have two other places that I'll be having those same type events, and the kitty cats are wondering, what did you do with our cat house? Yes, it has came off the porch because Hugh needs to work over there. But I will be building them a new one before cool weather comes in. And it will be going back in the corner. But it will be kind of just a triangle shape. And it will be a 2-story triangle shape so that it will fit plenty of kitties. And I actually have the little bulbs, the dark black bulbs that are for like a terrarium or for a reptile tank, and they will go in there so that when it's really cold I can plug that in and they'll have some heat inside, and of course it will be well insulated so the kitties will have a nice warm place to be in cool weather. And yeah, so anyway, let me take you over here and show you what's going on. Chelsea and I have worked pretty hard the last couple of days. And this field down here is ready to plant in. I'm very excited. Look at this kitty cat. It's happy and curled up right inside of the water hose. So, and this yellow rose of Texas, it is absolutely taken off every way from Sunday. And those deadly, deadly looking thorns. This thing's a little scary. And over there, that climber's doing really well, like I've shown you before. The others aren't doing so well. There's a little bit of green on that one. This one, I don't know. There's one of the limbs is red. I've got to just totally trim it back, trim that one back, trim a few over there back. And this one has some growth coming out from the very bottom. I got to trim it back and see if it will just survive. Put a little rose fertilizer on it and see what it does. And up here, the plants I set out a few days ago are looking really nice. I left these in the little containers for so long that the little flowers, it's even blooming. Isn't that sad? Bless. I'm sorry, dudes. But yeah, and some of y'all had told me that you thought those were lilies, so I'm gonna leave them alone. There's probably some bulbs left from my mother-in-law. I thought I had pulled everything out of these beds, but apparently not. But yeah, everything lived. That's good. Now whether it will thrive or not, we've yet to see. And down here, I've got to go get my hoe, get up some of this little grass. You can see the grass is trying to invade, but the cabbages and the onions and I know it's a little bit late in the year for the sweet peas and for the snapdragons, but we'll see what they do. And also the celery and the carrots, we'll see what they do. And these plants down here, I don't really know what they are. I don't remember. And then some more cabbages and onions down here. But they're coming along. They're doing better than I thought they would, as long as I left them in their little trays. But makes me feel bad when I treat my plants badly. They deserve better. If they're being all nice and green, they deserve to have me take better care of them. And I don't know if any of y'all have gone on the Phoenix Acres Farm. I still have a hard time remembering the name. Facebook page, but Chelsea had posted about the cattle getting in this field yesterday. Hugh and I had gone to the grocery store. First, let me show you this. Look at these flowers. Aren't they beautiful? I need to move them because apparently Chelsea looked a little while ago and they are some kind of a little bulb. And you can see from the tractor tires that they're awful close to where Hugh goes up into this field with the tractor. So I want to get them moved before they get ran over. But anyway, any of y'all that haven't seen the porch since Hugh finished it last week, yay, that's a happy thing. That is a very high porch. When I go over there and stand by it, the front of this porch is probably at my shoulder level. It is really, really high. So this is the field that is pretty much finished. We went ahead and decided to use the plastic because we had it. And these very first little plants that are going in, they're going to go in a little bit earlier than the calendar says they should. But with the plastic being on the field, it'll warm the ground up a little bit. And I think they'll be happy. If we have some really cold weather called for, Chelsea and I'll have to just run out here and put some little tiny hoop wires. And I have plenty of the Ag 19, the frost cloth. And I'll put that on them. We're not going to cut the holes until we're actually ready to put our little plants in. But the cattle came in, and you can see there's just a spot or two. You see that spot right there where one was laying. She was just totally laying completely on the plastic when we got home. It was pretty funny. And Chelsea said she saw a spot or two where they had torn through the plastic. I don't see that exactly, but I just thought it was funny that they came up here and actually just laid down on the plastic. You can see their little hoof prints. But you never know about a cow. Why they choose to do what they do. But I guarantee that if there's somewhere they're not supposed to be, that's where they want to be. Bless. I hear my geese cutting a shine over there. Ferdinand has been kind of pathetic this week. It's mating season for him. And since Isabella, was killed last year by a predator, the only time he has ever left the farm was the week, maybe even the day after Isabella was killed. And this week, today, as a matter of fact, this morning, he was walking down the road over there, and Chelsea and I had to go and kind of coax him back over here. And I know he's traveling, he's looking for a mate. And we do have some friends of ours that are going to be getting some peacock eggs from Tennessee, and they have an incubator. So we're going to buy 3 of the peacock eggs and hope that they're female. And of course they're unsexed, so we won't know what they are until they get bigger. Look at the color over there, guys. What the sun is hitting. Is that not absolutely gorgeous? So pretty. So very pretty. But these beds are finished. We've got the top raked down. Some of the pathways we've got smoothed out. And that's not a necessity, but for me, I'm just a little klutzy. So the idea is just to keep everything as smooth as possible so that I don't, tear a muscle in my calf like I did last year. So you can see we still have a couple of pathways to smooth out, but we just got tired today. But all of the planting surfaces are raked smooth and level, and the only thing that we have to do when we're ready to plant is just to sprinkle some organic fertilizer, which actually, organic fertilizer, it's a very mild. It's like a 543 or something like that. I don't remember the numbers, but it's very mild. And it just boosts it just a little bit. And this dirt actually this year looks really, really good. So I'm excited. I am so excited to start getting all these babies in. We have about 4,000 plants on the porch at different levels of growth. We have our second succession of sunflowers, and let me see, there's about 650 on the back porch and about 650 now on the porch where I keep them under the plant lights. And then we have hundreds and hundreds of zinnias and basil and gomphrena, and let me see, what all do we have out there? Cosmos. No, the cosmos are all on the back porch. My mind went blank. The feathers and the coxcomb, whatever they're called. Some of you, my gardening buddies, will know, but my mind's just blank this evening. But they're all just getting excited about coming to the garden and letting themselves just shoot up and develop into a beautiful, beautiful flower. And I am getting excited to see that happen. But anyway, I just wanted to show you this little garden and how excited I am. I know that Chelsea and I, this field should be big enough for the first planting, the second succession, and maybe the third succession. Because this year we're not getting so big that we can't handle. We don't want to be overwhelmed. If it won't handle the third succession, then we're going to move across the road into that field that I had told you was originally going to be the sunflower field. It's not. It's going to be whatever we need it to be right now. But this fall, it will be, hopefully we'll get our hoops up so that next spring or next winter, about February, we can start planting our Lysianthus. The ranunculus, we've decided to put off for a year and just to take this a little bit slower. So this coming year we will have the Lysianthus, and then the following year the ranunculus. But we'll see what's going on. See how we handle this. See how everything moves along. Hugh has asked us not to have an unmanned building over there at the corner of the driveway. It just makes him a little bit nervous. So, and I understand that. So we're not going to do that. We are still going to build a little building, but we're going to have a Saturday market and just advertise it and invite people, whatever we have extra on the farm as far as produce. I don't know about eggs, because we do feed a lot of eggs to the dogs, and I I have a trade with our neighbor she has a kennel, and she does a grooming service. So I have a trade with her. She does the nails for my doggies, and so I give her eggs in exchange for nail trimmings, and so that's lovely for me. So I don't know that we'll have eggs really to sell, but we will have extra produce and plenty of flowers. That's what I'm saying. But anyway, I love y'all. I hope your evening is nice and beautiful. It is absolutely gorgeous here. It almost makes me wish that I had a hammock to sleep in. I just pull it outside and just chill out tonight. But I will talk to you later. Enjoy your evening. Love you. Bye-bye.